What happened that night has stayed lodged in the back of my mind, like a splinter I can't pull out. It was 3 years ago. I was working the graveyard shift at a warehouse on the edge of town. By the time I clocked out, my body was heavy from exhaustion, and all I wanted was my bed. Normally, I take the highway straight home, but that night I decided to cut through the back roads. Less traffic, quicker drive. At least that's what I told myself. Halfway through, my phone died. No maps, no music, no flashlight. Just the soft hum of my engine and the sound of my own breathing. But I'd driven these roads before, empty fields on either side. Nothing but black sky and the occasional flicker of stars, so I wasn't worried. Then I saw it. A small, worn-out gas station sitting alone in the darkness like a tired outpost. The sign above the canopy glowed weakly, the O in open twitching like it was struggling to stay alive. The building's paint was peeling, and out front sat an ice machine with a dent big, enough to look like someone had kicked it in. It was the only sign of life I'd seen in miles. I drove past and kept going. 10 minutes later, my headlights washed over that same flickering O. Same crooked sign. Same dented ice machine. I frowned, my hands tightening around the wheel. Maybe I'd taken a wrong turn and looped back without realizing. No big deal. I turned down the next road I saw, a narrow lane swallowed up by trees. 5 minutes later, there it was again. Same gas station. Same blinking light. Only this time I noticed him. A man, leaning against the ice machine like he'd been waiting. His face was lost in shadow, but his head was tilted, just enough to make it feel like he was studying me. Something cold crawled up my spine. I told myself I was overthinking. Small towns are full of late-night smokers and bored gas station workers. But my chest felt tight, like the air had turned heavier. I pressed the gas and took another road. I tried to keep my breathing steady. 10 minutes later, there it was again. But now the man wasn't leaning. He was standing in the middle of the road, smiling. His smile wasn't friendly, it was stretched too wide, too still, like a mask someone forgot to take off. I swerved hard, the tires screeching against the asphalt, my heart slamming so hard it made my vision pulse. I didn't look back. I didn't stop. I drove until the familiar orange glow of my neighborhood. Streetlights spilled across my windshield. Relief hit me in a rush until I pulled into my driveway. The porch light was on. I never leave it on. And there he was, sitting in my rocking chair. That same unnatural smile, hands resting casually on the armrests like he belonged there. I don't remember getting out of the car. I don't remember unlocking the door. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on my couch, my front door locked from the inside. The man was gone, but the rocking chair was still moving. Subscribe and comment for part 2.